update on the balance of power in Congress.
Well, a winner has just been declared in one of the most closely watched House races in New York. We're talking about District 4 on Long Island, where the race has now been called for Democrat Laura Gillen. She beat Republican incumbent Anthony D'Esposito in a rematch from 2 years ago when she lost by less than 10,000 votes.
And this win means that the Democrats are closer to possibly retaking the House, but right now Republicans hold the majority at 210. Democrats at 198 seats. 27 races have yet to be called.
And President Biden addressing the nation today for the first time since the election was called for Donald Trump.
He focused on how we have a fair election system and that win or lose, democracy always prevails.
All right, Fox 5's Sharon Crowley joins us now in studio with more on his message today. Sharon.
Yeah, it's the first time we've heard from President Biden in a little bit. President Biden planning to afford President-elect Trump a peaceful transition of power, something that did not happen when he took the Oval Office. Speaking from the Rose Garden today, he urged Americans to accept peacefully the election results.
We accept the choice the country made. I've said many times, you can't love your country only when you win.
President Biden promising a peaceful transfer of power as President-elect Trump returns to the Oval Office in January. The president speaking from the Rose Garden following a decisive defeat for his party.
Yesterday, I spoke with President-elect Trump to congratulate him on his victory, and I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition. That's what the American people deserve.
Trump's first order of business will be putting together his cabinet. Since Republicans control the Senate, which must approve cabinet choices, the process is expected to go smoothly. Kostas Panagopoulos is the chair in the political science department at Northeastern University. Given Trump's history of legal problems, he believes the country's top law enforcement job will be the first Trump fills.
The Attorney General position is going to be crucial for Trump's administration, but other top cabinet level positions like Secretary of State, Secretary of the Treasury, Secretary of Labor, Secretary of HHS, a whole bunch of cabinet level positions, including Chief of Staff, which is a cabinet level position, that are going to be crucial to the work of this administration.
Some of the names being considered to fill top jobs in a Trump administration include Senator Marco Rubio for Secretary of State, as well as former opponents, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum and Vivek Ramaswamy.
He knows exactly what he wants to do. He knows many of the people that he wants to bring with him.
And the State Department has already begun to take steps to ease the transition to Trump's incoming administration. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has directed all department employees to work with incoming staffers to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition because, of course, that protects U.S. national security. Natasha and Steve, very important offices here.
Absolutely. All right, Sharon, thank you.